Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy Tactics walkthrough. We are just about to take on our next deep dungeon battle. This one will be Tiger. So a couple of interesting items here, actually quite interesting, I would say. I would actually even say, I'm going to say it. I'm going to put it out there. You may agree with me, you may not. But I'm going to say my favorite, my favorite armor in the entire game. The Secret Clothes. So why is it my favorite? Well, number one, when you equip the Secret Clothes, your character starts out completely invisible. Which is pretty nice for a few reasons, assassination type missions where you need to just take out one enemy that may be guarded. So, if you've got a character that's got a really decent physical damage output, you can toss those Secret Clothes on and, make your way in past any guards and wreck them. The other thing that I love about the Secret Clothes is they give +2 to speed. That is, I believe, actually the only armor in the game that actually will give you a speed bonus. So, again, another reason why I really like those. Now, all right, so anyway, as far as the treasures here, the great thing about this map is they're all located basically right where we start. Beowulf here is actually standing on a spot as well as Rafa here. So these 4 tiles here in the back are all locations for the treasures. So what I'm actually going to do here, obviously, is my usual, turn Rafa into a chicken, and she will run around and grab stuff. So there she actually moved, by herself to one of the elixir positions. And, yeah, so anyways, all right, so as far as the treasures here, X10Y9, that's the elixir. X10Y8 is the blast gun. X9Y9 is the Secret Clothes, and X9Y8 is the Cursed Ring. Again, the great thing about them, or about these treasures, is they all are located right here in this back corner. Now, the cool thing also about that is just because of the enemy position and kind of how the chicken works is obviously Rafa ran to the back corner right away, and she actually had a really, really good, I believe actually a 99% chance of acquiring that elixir. Now, unfortunately, that's just the elixir of all the treasures. That one is the most lame, but, that's kind of, again, just the way it worked out. But, ooh, Stadio is getting low right off the bat here. I'm a little surprised here with this enemy setup. Granted, now, these Quirrell enemies, or I believe these ones are technically vampires. They've got some pretty brutal abilities. No, to be honest, I guess actually it's probably just the one, which is Blaster, which I absolutely hate, but it has the ability to turn your characters into stone, obviously using that Petrify status. So I got a little bit unlucky here with my enemy setup. I really, again, I don't like these enemies at all, just because they're, to be honest, a bit dangerous. But luckily it turned out okay. So everything worked out. Now, I would say of all of the battles here in the Deep Dungeon, this battle I had to redo, I believe, 3 different times because my treasure hunting or my move find was not cooperating. So I ended up getting a bunch of Phoenix Downs where, I really needed to get the rares. Now, that being said, though, the blast gun, there's the Secret Clothes, by the way. The blast gun is not actually unique to this battle. The blast gun can be obtained in other ways, so if you're having issues obtaining it here, you could, skip it and kind of try going about it another way. The Germinus Peak Rare Battle has a bunch of chemists in it, and they have the opportunity, I guess, to equip those guns. So, again, more than one way to skin a cat in some. Is that ironic, being that we're fighting a bunch of vampires? But you know, more than one way to go about that. So if you know, you happen to get all the treasures here and not that blast gun, well, you know, up to you on whether or not you want to go about it a different way. Otherwise, you know, if you've already done a bunch of Germinus Peak battles and already have a blast gun and, you know, thus already have the ability to duplicate them, you know, you could skip this. And again, that wouldn't be that big of a deal. However, though, the Cursed Ring as well as the Secret Clothes are basically it. That's the only chance that you can get them, or this battle is the only chance that you can get those two items. So, you know, of the 4 treasures, those 2 are the, you know, only kind of, I would say one-time treasures. So keep that in mind. The other great thing, though, again, about this battle is being that those treasures are right at the very beginning. If you have to reset your game, is it that big of a deal? Probably not. So, you know, again, that's actually what I ended up doing. I believe it was, like I said, about 3 times I had to redo this battle. So, all right, so that was Blast Gun and Secret Clothes. I actually didn't catch if I got the Cursed Ring or not. I guess we'll see in the next turn. But, yeah. Otherwise, we really just have to make our way down to the exit, or near the exit, and start looking for that exit tile. Now, I'm trying to not only, you know, stop the enemies from kind of making it to my characters, but, you know, I'm actually able to not only just defeat them, you know, or kill them off over the walls, but was actually able to get this one slept there by Beowulf at the very beginning, which is pretty nice, because now we'll get him locked down, and that enemy will be the one I probably leave alive for the rest of the battle while I search for that tile. So obviously we've got our enemies disabled here, and I'm definitely shooting for these vampires. I want to get them down, as I believe, again, they are much more dangerous than the behemoths. Yes, the behemoth actually can one-shot your characters, you know, with that stab up, if they don't have something like a judo armor, or well, I believe there's one more, at least one more piece of armor that prevents that that dead status, if that's how you want to say that. But again, I feel like that Petrify was much more detrimental to me. I don't believe I had any way to cure that. But honestly, though, that being said, I probably could have afforded 1 or 2 of my characters being turned to stone just so I wouldn't have to use the, you know, the wait command. So I'll be completely honest, it probably wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But I decided not to go that route and to, excuse me, try to get them under control first. But all right, so we're just going to make our way down here. Now, did I get that? Okay, so I must have already grabbed the Cursed Ring. It would have been in that back corner. So that must have been actually the second item that I got, and I was probably too busy talking or looking at something else and didn't actually see the fact that I obtained that. Now, the Cursed Ring is actually kind of interesting. I believe, if I remember correctly, it makes your character undead. Which means that healing type... Oh, Petrify! What? That Chaos Blade. Obviously not the greatest idea there, actually. Number one, when you petrify an enemy in here, obviously they're not going to turn to crystal. And if they just happen to be standing on an exit tile, they'd be stuck there unless you have some way of removing that petrify and then killing that enemy. So honestly, that was not a good move. I should have used something else, like some other sword skill to defeat that enemy. But anyways, back to the Cursed Ring. So it adds that undead status, which means any sort of like curative items or spells like cure will actually damage your character as opposed to heal them. However, though, I believe that also means that once your character is defeated, again, now I don't know what the percentage is, and actually I don't know that I've even ever tried to recreate this, but I believe they behave the same way as the undead enemies that you come across in the game, in that when their timers expire, they've actually got a chance to return to life. Again, I'm not 100% sure on that, though. I've never actually I guess, played around with it, you know, and tested it out. But that's my impression, is that they should return back to life. Again, if that's not, excuse me, if that's not correct, I apologize. And again, that's just because I haven't really done any research with it. But that is my impression. To be completely honest, I don't know why else you would turn your character undead or use that. I mean, yeah, the cursed ring, I believe, adds like +1 to your physical stat and 1 to your magic or something like that. And I think it might have one other positive aspect to it. I don't remember what it was though, right off the top of my head. So, anyways, that's my 2 cents, I guess, on the cursed ring. To be honest, I don't like it. To be just completely honest, I don't like it. I don't ever use it. You know, does the undead thing make it so that it's not usable? I wouldn't say that. That is not something that I would agree with. To be honest, especially at these like later parts in the game, I barely really even need to do any healing. The regeneration effect is pretty awesome, and you know, I have almost everybody equipped with Chaos Blade, so. So that's that. But anyways, all right. So we found the exit tile there. I just happened to get lucky and ended the turn there with Ramza, and so then all I need to do is finish off this behemoth and call it a day. Now, if you want to take a look at the items that we obtained, I believe I go into the inventory screen after this. And here is Rafa. You'll notice I've actually got her brave extremely low. And I believe after this point, or maybe it might have been 1 or 2 more battles, but I started repairing that brave. I didn't want to run the risk of her taking off, you know, after battle, which, again, can happen, I believe, if your brave permanently falls below, I'm going to say 6. I don't actually remember the exact number, but, again, that is a worry with, you know, hunting. So her brave is still at 15, so to be honest, it's actually still pretty okay, but... here's the blast gun, and I'm going to check out here's the secret clothes. Again, +2 speed. I love that. The HP is obviously crummy, but, you know, I feel like it's worth it, especially later on in the game when I'm at level 99 and my HP is just fine. It doesn't really matter what I equip these days, and it'll be fine. But there's the cursed ring. Oh, cancel invitation. I don't know. That's kind of worthless. But physical, magic, and speed all +1. But anyways, I hope this guide was helpful. As always, hope you join me for more videos, and thanks for watching.